Anybody got any injuries before we start? No? You good? Alright guys, so this morning we are going to be working on back bends with a focus of opening the heart. So in life we tend to close off around this area, both physically and emotionally. So physically we're on our phones, we're on the computer, and we start to build this kind of cage. We get rounded in the back and tighten the chest. And then emotionally, someone may have broken your heart, something like that's happened, and you start to build a wall. You build this cage around your heart emotionally. So today, whether it's physical or emotional, we're going to try and create some space and open up the heart, okay? So we're going to start at the back of our mats. You're going to place one block like so, facing the short edge of the mat, and then one like that, okay? You're going to come onto your back and you're going to place this block around, the bottom of the block will be at the bra strap going up between the shoulder blades. Now this is quite deep, so if you find that a bit intense, you can turn the block on at the smaller level. Okay, so you're going to come down, nice and gently, I can help you. Place that at the bra strap, and then you're going to rest your head upon the back block. Okay, you can draw the soles of the feet together. And we're going to take the hands wide, palms facing up. And when you're ready, just gently close down the eyes. So just taking a moment here to settle on your mat, become present. Just breathe. Start to observe your breath. Inhalations and exhalations. We're not trying to change the breath in any way. Just simply observe the natural flow. As you inhale, you invite fresh new oxygen into the body. As you exhale, just try to allow the body just to melt over the blocks a little bit more. So inhaling fresh new oxygen. Just exhale, let it all go. And whilst we're here in this posture, I'd like to invite you to think about 5 things or 5 people that you love. And as you work down the list, try to think about why you love those things or that person. So name the object or the person and the reason for the love that you have for them. And as you work down the list, maybe allow a smile to come to your face as you think of these people or these things. Could be your love for this class. It could be your love for your dog, or for the sunshine, feeling of sand between your toes. Really anything that brings you love and joy. As you do this, welcome the warm, fuzzy feelings that they bring. And smile. Nobody's watching. And then I want you to think about those 5, and I'm going to ask you yourself in those 5? Were you on that list of 5 things that you love most in your life? And if you were, great. And if you weren't, I want you to ask yourself why. Why weren't you on the 5 most lovable things in your life? Aren't you important? Don't you love yourself? Because after all, in order to love others, we need to love ourselves. So now again, I'd like to invite you to think of 6 things you love, adding yourself to that list. Work back through it. But your name is now on that list. Think about why you love yourself. Maybe you're a kind person, or maybe you make yourself laugh. Or maybe just because I've told you to. Just adding yourself to the list and bringing a smile to your face as you say, I love myself, and the reason why. Once you've finished your 6 people or places or items, take a deep breath in. We'll take a cleansing breath here. And as you exhale, open the mouth and sigh it all out. Good. And in your own time, gently draw your knees together. Prop yourself up onto your elbows and roll to one side, removing the blocks from underneath you. Ever so gently, guys. Everything's done with love and compassion for yourself and your body. And melt down to the floor. We're going to take the feet wide and draw the knees in, drop them together to rest upon one another. Take a few breaths here. You can bring your left hand to your heart, your right to your belly. Just reset the spine. Feel the space you've now created in the upper back, the chest, the shoulders, and enjoy it. Enjoy the space. When you're ready, bring your knees into center. We're going to gently rock side to side, just waking up the synovial fluid in the base of the spine, giving a small massage to the back. And then coming to stillness, we're going to take our arms out into a T shape. This time our palms are going to face up. Draw your knees in on your inhale. And exhale, we're going to take the knees over to the left-hand side. Melt them down towards the ground for a twist. You can use your left hand and place it on top of your knees and just gently use the weight to melt your knees further. If it's okay for your neck, you can turn the head and look over the right fingertips. We're still warming up, so we're not trying to go too deep in the twist. Just observe how the body feels. And breathe. As you inhale fresh new oxygen, feel the chest expand. Exhale to let it go. Ready on your next inhale, draw your knees back through center using your core strength. Exhale to the other side. Maybe turning the head and neck to look over the left fingertips this time. You want to make sure that that left shoulder's grounded. Breathe, create space in the chest. Exhale, let it go. Taking one more breath here. When you're ready, on your next inhale, draw your knees back to center. Maybe rock side to side one last time. And then taking our hands behind our thighs, we're going to rock 5 times along the length of our body, massaging along our spine with nice control, seeing if you can pause maybe at the top before rolling back. And then crossing the legs and meeting in tabletop. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we take a few rounds of cat-cow. So when you're ready, as you inhale, we look to the sky. Good. Exhale, rounding the back, tucking the chin to chest. Inhale, we look to the sky, draw the shoulders away from the ears. We're wrapping the front of the elbows forward. Exhale to round. Sucking the belly up, pressing the hands into the floor. One more time, inhale. Exhale to round. Good. Coming back to neutral, we're going to walk our hands out and come down to puppy dog. So we can melt our heart forward and place the forehead down to the ground. We're pressing into the pads of our fingers, the base of our knuckles, so that our arms are active. We're drawing the shoulders away from the ears. As you inhale, create the space, expand. As you exhale, maybe you melt closer to the floor. Taking one more breath in. Your next inhale, gently walk your fingertips back to tabletop. Good. When you're ready, we inhale, we lift the right hand to the sky. Reach tall. Exhale, we thread our right hand through, coming down to our right shoulder, right cheek. We're going to take our left hand behind our back and try to place the hand in our right hip crease. So in between our thigh and our hip. Good. So we're pressing our right hand into the floor and then trying to open our left shoulder up to the sky. Breathe. Taking one more breath here. Staying for the exhale. And then when you're ready, place your left hand back down to the ground beside your face. Press into the left hand. Inhale, the right hand comes up to the sky. Exhale, tabletop. Good. We take that on the other side. Inhale, we open our heart to the sky. Exhale, we thread through. Left shoulder, left cheek down to the ground. Inhale, the right hand comes up and around and maybe placing the left fingertips inside the hip crease. We're pressing into our left hand and using this to maybe open up a bit more towards the sky. Everybody take a nice deep inhale here. Stay for the exhale. When you're ready, return your right hand back down to the ground, pressing into it as you inhale. Open up to the sky. Exhale, tabletop. Good. From here, we tuck the toes. Inhale, exhale, we press back to downward facing dog. So walking out our dog this morning, if that feels good, just creating some heat in the back of the legs. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. So just checking our foundations in our down dog. We're wrapping the crease of our elbows forward. Remember what I taught you. Draw the shoulders back away from the ears to send them towards the base of your spine. You're sending your hips up and back to the back of the room. And then maybe drawing your heels down. Good. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to rise up onto your tiptoes. Start shifting your weight forward. Suck in the belly, round the back. Make your way to a high plank. Good. Bend to the knees and then send your chest towards your thighs as you make your way back to down dog. So spinal articulations. Inhale, we roll forward. We come up onto the toes. Suck the belly. High plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, we roll forward, vertebrae by vertebrae, sucking in the belly, high plank. Exhale, bend the knees, send the chest back, hips are high, downward facing dog. Good. One more time, we roll forward, nice and slow, vertebrae by vertebrae, sucking up the belly. High plank. Stay. Alright, so you all go, not just yet. And then place the knees down. Good. Okay, from here, guys, so knees are under hips. We're going to come down onto our forearms. We're going to interlace our fingers. Okay, so elbows are directly under shoulders. We're squeezing our palms together. We're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow here. So when you're ready, inhale, look to the sky. Draw the elbows towards you, so drag the floor backwards towards your knees. Can you feel that more now in the upper back? Exhale, round. Draw the chin to chest. Try to spread your shoulder blades wide. Create space in the upper back. Inhale to round. We look up. Good. Draw those elbows back towards you. Exhale, chin to chest. We round. One more time. Inhale. Draw those elbows back. Lift the chest. Shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale to round. Spread the shoulder blades wide, pressing into the floor with your elbows. And then coming back to neutral. Good. Pressing your left hand into the floor, your right hand will come back into tabletop. From here, we inhale forward, so we shift the shoulders over the hands. We look up to the sky like we do in cow, and then we start to bend at the elbows and we send our chest to the ground. Good. Anahata Asana, heart pose. So you're resting on your chest and your chin is up. Good. Squeeze the elbows towards one another. If this is too deep, send your knees further back. Breathe. Keep drawing in the belly, so we're still engaging the core to protect the spine. Take a breath in. Stay for the exhale. And then when you're ready, come down onto your belly. So release the knees, straighten the legs. And then rest the forehead on the ground. That's going to feel really nice for the neck. Keep your hands by your sides. Take a few breaths here. Observe what's happened to your heart rate. Observe what's happened to your breath as we're opening the heart. And then when you're ready, we're going to make our way to Sphinx. So, bringing the hands in front of us, elbows just slightly in front of the shoulders, fingertips spread wide. We're pressing into the floor with our hands. We are trying to get our pinky toes, is that right? To touch the floor. Okay, so we're pressing into the tops of our feet. All 10 toes are in the ground. We're pressing so much that our knees have lifted off the floor. When you're ready, inhale, look up. Draw the elbows back so you're sending your heart through the gateway of your arms. So we're one long line of energy. We're sending energy out this way, but also if you had a wall behind you, you're pressing into the wall with your toes. And breathe. Inhale, try to lift a little bit higher. Exhale, suck the belly to spine. So you're trying to draw the navel away from the floor. Protect the back, engage the core. Maybe one more inhale, can you lift a little bit higher? Exhale, melt down to the floor. Let's take a few breaths in crocodile, one hand on top of the other. Forehead to the hands, just gently rock side to side. Shaking the hips, releasing any tension that you might have. Come to stillness for one cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale, sighing out. When you're ready, bring your hands by your sides. We're going to press back into downward facing dog. Good. And then when you're ready with a flat foot, we walk to the front of the mat. See if you can keep your hands down for as long as you can. Meet me in forward fold, feet hip width apart. Slight bend in the knees. If you'd like to gently rock side to side, you can, just releasing the lower back. Before coming to stillness in your forward fold. When you're ready, bend into the knees, tuck the tailbone, roll vertebrae by vertebrae up until your shoulders and your chin are the last things to come up. Good. Coming to the top of your mat, big toes to touch, small gap between the heels. Open up the palms, roll the shoulders away from the ears. We're sucking in the belly. We're finding that lift from the floor up the arches. Lift the kneecaps, engage the core, out through the top of your head. Take a breath here before we start to flow. So we're going to do some untraditional sun salutations. Okay? So when you're ready, we inhale, we reach tall. Exhale, we interlace our hands behind our back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, melt forward. Send your hands towards the front of the room. Good. Release the hands down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe placing the hands on your thighs or shin. Exhale, melt forward. Step your right foot back. Place your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Send your hips forward this time. As you lift the heart up, bring your hands to prayer. Look up towards the sky. Exhale, release the hands down. Tuck the back toes. Step your left foot back into downward facing dog. Good. Very nice. Inhale, your right leg comes to the sky. We bend into the knee and open out the hip. Good. Making sure that our shoulders are still square to the front of the mat and you haven't opened up to the side. Take 3 knee circles, so nice and wide, opening out the hip, working into the hip joint. Good. Then when you're ready, bend the knee into your chest. Try to reach your knee towards your nose, and then step your right foot forward to the front of your mat. Back knee down. Good. Inhale. Lift the heart space up, hands into prayer. Exhale. Step your left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, we reach tall. Exhale, hands come interlace behind the back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Send your hands towards me. Good. Release the hands down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Step your left foot back this time. Left knee down to the ground. Front knee stacked over ankle. Inhale. Send your hip flexor down towards the ground as you lift your heart up and back. Good. Exhale, release the hands. Tuck the back toes. Step your right foot to meet your left. Press back down facing dog. Good. Inhale, the left leg comes to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee. 3 circles. Good. Nice and wide with your knee, opening up the hip. And then when you're ready, bring the knee into the chest and step your left foot to the front of your mat. Place your back knee down. Inhale. Anjaneyasana. Draw in the belly. Exhale. Step front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. We go again. Inhale, we rise tall. Exhale, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, release the hands down and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back, place your right knee down to the ground. You know what to do. We inhale. Lift the heart space up, hands into prayer. Exhale. Good. Tuck the back toes, step your left to meet your right. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. When you're ready, we inhale, three-legged dog. Bend the knee and open out to the right. Good. So our shoulders are still facing the front of the mat. Just check that the weight is even. We're lifting our knee as high as we can and trying to reach our heel towards our bottom. Good. Take a breath here. Stay for the exhale. When you're ready, straighten the leg and then draw the right knee into your chest. Step the right foot to the front of the mat. Place your back knee down. Inhale. Exhale. Step to the front of your mat, meet me in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. One last time on the other side. We inhale, reach tall. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, hands behind your back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, melt. Good. Release the hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Straight back. Draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, melt forward. Step your left foot back. Place your left knee down. Front knee stacked over ankle. When you have your foundation set, inhale. Try to lean back a little bit more. Drawing in the belly. Exhale. Tuck the back toes. Step your right foot to meet your left. Press back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And then when you're ready, inhale, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open out the hip. Check that your weight's evenly distributed. Both hands, both shoulders are facing the front of the mat. Reach the sky with your knee. Try to draw your heel towards your bottom. Breathe. When you're ready, straighten the leg. Inhale, draw the knee into the chest. Step the left foot to the front of the mat. Place the back knee down. Inhale. Exhale. Step the right foot to your front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, we reach tall. Rising up the energy, up the legs. And exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands. Close down the eyes. Observe what's happening in the body, what's happened to the heart rate, what's happened to your breath. Take a moment here to connect, to ground yourself. Gently open your eyes. Good. Feeling a little bit warm now? Yeah? Alright, when we're ready. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, melt. Step your right foot back, place your right knee down to the ground. Your right hand is going to come in the inside of your foot. Left hand comes up to the sky for a twist. Good. So we're reaching down, pressing down with our right hand as we reach toward the left. Push into the hands so that your shoulder is drawing away from the ears. We're not dumping into that right shoulder. Good. Looking up towards the sky. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, send your hand behind you. Good. Keep trying to reach your hand away from you. And then if it's accessible to you, what you're going to do is you're going to bring your back foot up and grab a hold of it with your hand. Good. Inhale, send your foot away from you into your hand as you open up your chest to the sky. Exhale, draw your foot towards your bottom. Inhale, send your foot away as you open up. Exhale, use your hand to pull your foot towards your bottom. Inhale to open the chest, send the foot away. Exhale, we're working into that quadricep. One more. Inhale, send the foot away. Maybe turn a little bit higher to the sky. Exhale, draw the foot towards your bottom. We stay here for a breath. Keep pushing your hand into your foot and your foot into your hand. Good. Take an inhale. And then gently release with control your foot back down to the ground, keeping your hand facing the back wall. We're going to take our hands now behind our back like we did in our thread the needle and place our hands in the inner crease of our right hip. Good. Turn to face the front, keeping your hand behind you, and inhale, lift up. Bring your hand horizontal and flick the palm. Good. Inhale, reach tall first. Exhale, send the hand back. So we're working into that right hip flexor. Keep drawing that belly in and up so you're engaging the core to protect your lower back. Breathe. Keep reaching. So we're trying to reach the heart rate up. Our heart up and then back. Good. One more breath. And release the hands down to the ground. Good. Tuck the back toes. We set up for a high lunge. When you're ready, lift the hands. Good. Back heel directly over toes. Strong straight back leg. Front knee over ankle. Draw those frontal hip bones up like I taught you, sucking in the belly, engaging the core. We're going to come to cactus arms. Good. We're going to take an inhale, and as we do, we open up the heart and send the elbows to the sky like so. Exhale, we round. Inhale, we open up. Elbows turn up towards the sky. Keep sucking in the belly, protect the lower back. Exhale to round. One more time. Inhale, open up your heart to the sky. Elbows turn up. Open the palms, offer them to the sky. Exhale to round. Release the hands down to the ground. Step forward, fold. Good. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we reach tall. Draw up the energy from the ground, up the legs, out the fingertips, the crown of the head. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Good. Now who remembers to do that on the other side? We good? Let's take a breath. Everybody take a nice big breath. Exhale. All right, we go to the other side. When you're ready, we inhale, reach tall. Lengthen the side body. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw the shoulder blades back. Reach through the crown of your head. Exhale, melt. Good. This time we step our left foot back, left knee comes down to the ground. Front knee stacked over ankle. Left hand inside of your foot. Inhale, we try to lengthen through the crown of our head. Exhale, right hand comes to the sky. We're pressing our hand into the floor so we're not dumping into our left shoulder. Reach tall with your right fingertips. Good. Very nice. Then what did we do? I can't remember now. Taking our right hand behind our back. Is that what we did? Yeah. I can't remember. I was joking about it and now it's happened. Right hand into your crease of your heart. Good. Open up. No, we're reaching for our hook. Extend your right hand back. Good. And then if it's accessible, like you do on the other side, bend into the back leg. Good. Grabbing a hold of your foot. As you inhale, send your foot away so that you can open your chest up to the sky. Exhale, gently draw your foot towards your bottom. Inhale, press your foot into your hand as you open up. Exhale, draw your heel towards your bottom. So it's ever a slight movement. If you don't have your foot in your hand, you can still do this, just drawing the foot away and towards the bottom. One more time, send the foot away as you open your right shoulder out to the sky. Exhale, draw your heel in. Let's stay here for a breath. Breathe into that left quad. Stay for the exhale. With control, release the foot down to the ground. Good. Keep reaching back with that right hand. Very nice. Now we're going to take the hand behind, grabbing a hold of the left hip. Good. Open that heart to the sky. Turn to face the front. Inhale, lift. Good. Flip the palm. Inhale, we reach tall first. Keep sucking in that belly towards your spine. Exhale, take your back down. Good. Keep trying to draw your front heel and back knee towards each other so we're finding that lift. One more breath. Stay for the exhale. And when you're ready, release the hands down to the ground. Good. Tuck the back toes and set up for your high lunge. When you're ready, inhale, we reach the arms up tall. Strong, straight back leg. Good. Back heel is directly over the toes. And then energetically, we're sending energy out of the back foot, but we're not actually moving the back foot. Drawing up the frontal hips, suck in the belly, find that lift out of the fingertips. Good. Okay. You good? Burning? Yeah. What are we doing now? What are we doing? Oh my God, what's happened? Oh my God, what's happening this morning, guys? It's all this heart opening, right? It's cactus arms. When you're ready, we inhale, send the elbows up. Exhale, we round. Inhale, we open up. Send the elbows, open the heart up, draw in the belly, protect the spine. Exhale to round, we close off. One more time, nice big expression. We open up, draw the frontal hip bones up. Exhale to round. And release the hands down to the ground, step to the front, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. One last time, we inhale, reach tall, draw the energy up through the ground, up the legs, up to the crown of the head. Exhale, and straight and release the hands. That was so funny. I was like, what are we doing? You're like, no. No one knows what we're doing. If I don't know, how are you going to know? Right. So, I'm already down here. I don't know what's going on this morning, guys. Okay. We're going to make our way down to the floor in a graceful way, not just going to sit down. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Place the hands down to the ground. We step back into a high plank. We're going to take our chaturanga of your choice. You can either bring the knees to the floor or inhale, send the weight forward, bend the elbows, inhale to up facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And then bring the knees down to the ground. That's a nicer way, isn't it, to get down to the ground. Good. All right, guys, so we're going to work on camel this morning. Okay, so bringing your blocks close to you. We're going to work on the foundations first, really important. So, grab yourself a block, place it in between your thighs. Okay, so knees, hips, shoulders are in line with one another. Working from the ground up, we're zipping the inner thighs together, so we're squeezing the block. Okay, squeeze the block. We want to find a lift in the frontal body and lengthen through the back of the body. Okay, so zipping in, zipping up. Okay, drawing in the belly. We're then going to place our thumbs into our sacrum. Okay, so waddle around here, like so. Roll the shoulders forward, up and back, and hug the elbows in. So we're opening out. So that might be enough for you there. Keep zipping in, keep zipping up. Then what you want to think about is we're not just leaning back, okay? That's going to cause compression in the lower back. Think up. Find that lift with the chest up. Then maybe you go back. But keep trying to send the heart up. Keep zipping in with the inner thighs. Squeeze the inner thighs. Good. Breathe. Keep hugging the elbows towards one another. Create space in the front body. Taking one more breath. Stay for the exhale. And then first of all, draw the chin to chest, so tuck the chin, and then gently release down. You can remove the block, and if you'd like to come into a child's pose, you can. Just to reset the spine, take a moment here. Observe how you feel. So because we do tend to have this cage around our hearts, physically and emotionally, when we do back bending, it can bring up some emotions for us. Stored tension that we've had for years. So just breathe, acknowledge, and then let it go. All right, guys, we're gonna go again. So, let's set our foundations up. You don't need the block in between this time. I just wanted you to get the feeling of that drawing the inner thighs in. Now, if you don't think you can reach the heels, grab your blocks on the outer edges of your feet. Okay, place them behind and line with the heels. Okay? And then we're going to do the same thing, working from the floor up. So we're engaging and drawing the inner thighs towards one another, like you had the block, we're squeezing. Okay? Frontal body's lifting, back body's lengthening, engaging that core. Okay? Then, option, you can stay here like we just did, or you can bring one hand behind, either to your block or your heels, then the other, and you can make your way into that. Maybe you just want to stay with one hand, and that's okay. Okay, but we're trying to look for this lift. Heart lifts before bending back. Okay? Good. Stuff. So keep zipping the inner thighs towards one another. Very nice. So we're trying to keep our hips in line with our knees. Good. Observe what happens to the breath as you open the heart. Sometimes we panic because we can feel the throat stretching. It doesn't feel normal for us to be this open. So just take a breath. Try to stay for the exhale. And then ever so gently, bring one arm back first, then the other, tucking the chin, and then let's take a wide-legged child's pose. So send the knees wide, big toes to touch. Forehead comes down to the ground, send to the hips, back to the heels, and just breathe. Good. So just inhale, exhale. Observing how as you inhale, maybe your chest and your belly press against your thighs. You feel that connection. And as you exhale, everything softens and draws inwards. So just really noticing how your breath can help expand your heart space. Let's take one breath together. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Good. And then in your own time, we're going to make our way onto our front. So coming forward down onto the belly. We're going to set up for a locust variation. So we're pressing into the tops of our feet so that our knees have lifted off the ground. We're trying to get our pinky toe on the floor as well. So all 10 toes are spread and pressing into the floor. Forehead's on the ground. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our back. Squeeze the palms together. Roll the shoulders forward, up and back. And try to send your hands towards your toes, down the base of your spine. When you're ready, inhale, lift the chest, lift the forehead. Exhale, suck the belly in. So drawing the navel to spine. We're trying to keep the chin tucked so that we're lengthening the back of the neck. So we're not looking up and blocking the energy. We're sending the energy out of the back of our toes, but also the crown of our head. One more, inhale, maybe you can lift the hands up this time. As you lift the heart space, squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw in the belly. And exhale, relax down to the ground. Release the hands. Put forehead down to the ground. We're going to go ahead and extend our left hand out, palm facing down and hand in line with the shoulder. We're going to turn to face to the right, so our left cheek is on the ground. Bring your right hand beside you. And then when you're ready on your inhale, bring your right foot up and over behind. Okay? maybe you can place your right toes on the ground behind you. And then, if it's accessible, you're going to take your right hand behind your back and interlace your fingers with your left. Squeeze the palms together, open out to the chest. Try to relax the neck so you're not straining. Good. And then if it's further accessible to you, you may want to bend your top knee and grab a hold of your foot with your hands. So now you're stretching into your quad. Very good. Breathe. Kind to the body. Taking one more breath here. And then ever so slowly with control, release the foot. And then make your way back to center. One hand comes on top of the other, forehead on top of your hands. Gently rock the hips side to side, release any tension. And then when you're ready, we take that on the other side. So your right hand's going to come out, palm facing down, hands in line with shoulder. We turn to look to our left. And when you're ready, take the left foot up and behind. Now this might be enough for you. Or if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, take the left hand behind your back and interlace it with your right. Squeeze the palms together. And then maybe you can grab a hold of your top foot and keep the hands interlaced around your toes. So now we're working into our quadricep. Good. Keep drawing in the belly, engaging the core. Nice deep breath. Everybody take a nice deep inhale here. Steady exhale. And when you're ready, gently with control, release your foot. Make your way back to center, maybe one last time. Hands on top of one another, forehead on top, gently rocking side to side. Before coming to stillness and taking a breath in crocodile. When you're ready, we're going to press back up into tabletop. And we're going to swizzle our legs around. And we're going to finish in a restorative bridge, and we're going to use our blocks. Grabbing a hold of your blocks, guys. We're going to come onto our backs, feet hip width apart. We're going to lift our hips and place one block under our bottom, so under our sacrum, so the lowest part of our spine. Now we have, if you would like, you can inhale and send your hands over your head. Palms are facing up. And just start to signal to the body that we're about to close practice. Still opening our heart to the sky. Nice restorative breath. Long inhale, steady exhale. Taking 2 more cycles of breath in. And when you're ready, bring your hands back by your sides if they were overhead. Inhale to lift the hips, remove the block. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Draw the knees into the chest. Gently rock side to side. Good. And then if you'd like to take happy baby, you can do so. Taking your hands inside of your legs, grabbing a hold of the outer edges of your feet. So the purpose of happy baby is to compress the spine. So we're really looking for the lower back, mid back, and upper back to be against the ground. If you're struggling and your tailbone is lifted up or you're straining your neck, just grab a hold of your shins. Maybe rock side to side again in this posture. And then when you're ready, we're going to finish with a really tight little ball. So draw your knees in, take your hands around your shins, draw your forehead to your knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze every muscle in your body. Tense up your face, frown. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And relax. Release the head, the neck. Extend the legs. Allow for the feet to fall out to the sides. Arms by your sides, palms facing up. If you haven't already, just gently close down the eyes. Just relax. Let the ground beneath you take your weight. Just know that you have nothing left to do. Shavasana. when you're ready, guys, start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe circle the ankles, the wrists, whatever feels good for you, just bringing life back into the body. Maybe rolling the head side to side. And then in your own time, just drawing your legs together and reaching up overhead for a nice big stretch like you would in the morning. Draw the belly in towards the floor. Lengthen the body. And then when you're ready, drawing your knees into your chest, maybe rocking side to side. Before making your way onto your right hand side, using your right bicep as a pillow. Spending a few moments here, coming back into the outside world, observing the sounds around you, the sounds far away, the sounds close by. And when you're ready in your own time, making your way to a seated, comfortable position at the front of your mat. Keeping the eyes closed down. Let's turn our palms up to face the sky to receive as we're opening up our hearts. So we want to open our hands to receive love today. Roll the shoulders forward, up and back. Allow them to melt down away from the ears as you sit tall to the crown of your head. Take a moment here, observe how you feel, mentally, physically, emotionally. And when you're ready, bring your hands to heart center. Just remembering 6 people or 6 things that you love. Allowing a smile to come on your face. Be grateful for those 6 things, people, places. And be grateful for yourself for turning up to practice today. I hope that you manage to keep that warm, fuzzy feeling of love with you and carry it throughout your day. Spread the love, guys. Namaste. Good stuff. How are we feeling? All lovely? Just want to give everyone a hug. All right, guys. Well done. I'll see you next week.